Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Black Ops Challenges. In the last episode we covered perks that you should use while playing Capture the Flag, CTF. Now we will talk about what perks to be used while playing Demolition. Well, the 3 perks that I recommend right out the gate. And they are Flak Jacket, Warlord, Ninja. Now, with Flak Jacket, there are 3 challenges: protected, demolished, and throwbacks. Okay, let's go with protected, the first challenge, and that is survive 10 explosions while using Flak Jacket. What explosions are we talking about? We're talking about claymores, fragmentation, or Semtex grenades. Note, if a Semtex grenade is stuck to you, you will die. RCXDs, if they explode near you, and that counts. But if it's touching you, it's going to kill you. A armed bomb that blows up, that counts. A mortar round, that counts. A car explosion, a barrel, basically any equipment on like fuse boxes and all. So you get the point. Anything that explodes and doesn't kill you, boom, it adds to the challenge. Now, the second challenge within Flak Jacket is called Demolished. What is that? Plant or defuse 10 bombs in demolition, sabotage, or search and destroy. Pretty straightforward. Alright? Third challenge within Flak Jacket is throwbacks. Throwback 5 enemy fragmentation grenades. Now here are some things to consider. It's tougher to achieve because not everyone throws fragmentation grenades. Sometimes they use tactical grenade or Semtex, all of which cannot be thrown back. The fragmentation grenade does not have to actually be thrown. As long as you pick it up in an attempt to be thrown back, it will still count towards the challenge. So keep that in mind. Alright, so that concludes the challenges that fall under Flak Jacket. Now let's get into Warlord. Warlord also has 3 challenges. There are 2 attachment kills, grenade kills, and grenade multi-kills. So let's get into the 2 attachment kills. Alright. This is very simple, very straightforward. Earn 150 kills with a weapon that has 2 attachments on it. One of those attachments should be a suppressor, which will complement the ninja perk, and we will get into the reasoning behind that later. I also like to run dual magazines as my second attachment. But whatever you want to slap on there, that's up to you. Now the second challenge within Warlord is grenade kills. Earn 10 fragmentation or Semtex kills. Pretty self-explanatory. I usually run Semtex because it cannot be thrown back and it sticks to enemies. Can't get away from it. Third challenge within Warlord is grenade multi-kills. That consists of earning a multi-kill with a fragmentation or Semtex grenade. Now keep in mind that teams come in pairs or as in a group to arm, disarm bombs, so throwing frags on or near an objective will increase your chances of completing this challenge. Now the third and final perk to use is Ninja. The 3 challenges that fall into Ninja are silence kills, backstabs, and plants. So let's go with that first challenge, silence kills. Earn 150 kills while using the suppressor attachment. Now earlier I said while using Warlord you want to use a suppressor attachment, and this is the reason why. The second challenge within Ninja is backstabs. Earn 5 backstabber medals. Now this one is a bit tricky because using the default melee knife while facing the enemy or facing the enemy's back does not always guarantee a backstab medal. So what you will want to do is use the ballistic knife instead of the default melee knife. Reason being that the melee knife has a slashing action, which will sometimes catch an arm first instead of the back, whereas the ballistic knife has a straightforward stabbing action, which increases your chances of getting the back stab. So keep in mind, when you're creeping up onto the enemy's back, switch to the ballistic knife ninja style and get the backstab. Boom, backstab metal. And moving on to third and final challenge, which is plants. Now ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about vegetables, bushes, or some kind of hydroponics craziness you got going on. We're talking about planting the bomb 10 times in Demolition, Sabotage, or Search and Destroy. And that's it. Now, after unlocking the challenge requirements for arming and disarming bombs within Flak Jacket and Ninja, and say you're having trouble unlocking Flak Jacket Pro due to the throwback challenge, well, you will want to start playing Domination. Reason being that there are 3 sites on the map that need to be captured, which increases the amount of fragmentation grenades thrown onto those points by enemies. So don't be the guy trying to defend points when you should be trying to capture them with the hope of someone throwing a frag your way. Alright, so let's recap. In summary, you want to run Flak Jacket, Warlord, and in Warlord you want to run with the suppressor, always, with Ninja. And the second attachment, I run dual mag, but again, whatever you want to slap on your weapon is completely up to you. Ninja with a ballistic knife as your secondary weapon for those back stabs. And that's it. Thank you very much for joining me once again. Rate and comment. Let me know how this set of perks works out for you. And I will see you on the battlefield.